Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you from our brand new skeleton grinding chamber in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. How's everybody doing today, man? I am in the mood for some Minecraft survival, baby. Nice and early in the morning, got myself a delicious cup of coffee. Give me 1 second. And I have spent the last hour or so grinding away at the skelebots. Managed to pick myself up 30 levels, as well as a ridiculous amount of bones, arrows, a whole bunch of sweet enchanted bows, and a whole bunch of other junk. But this thing has done really well for me, guys. I'm so happy with this. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who was commenting in the previous episode. You guys are amazing. Keep those comments coming. Keeps me super inspired to play this series. And I'm so glad to see how many of you guys are enjoying it, man. So awesome. Now, take a look at this. One of you guys suggested we make a little change to our skeleton grinder. Look at that XP ball. It's stuck in the hopper right now, and we can actually fix this by moving the slab that we had over here last time on top of that hopper. The items are still going to go through the hopper, but now that XP is going to land on top of this slab, and we're going to be able to collect the XP much easier, right? And those skeletons still can't shoot us, and we can kill them nice and easily. So thank you to whichever Cyberdog out there gave me that hint. Very, very awesome. I've also been busy down here, just like working a little bit on this place. I've walled up the exits and entries over here just to make it a little bit more safe. I've added a bed. I've added some chest action. I've been cooking down some iron. I had to go kill some more sheep because I was running out of food down here. But guys, we are ready to get our butts back to the molehole, man. We got a lot of work to do today. I need to transport all of these things back to the molehole. Everything that we want to take with us. Let's take all the bones. Let's take all the arrows, because now we have a pretty decent bow. Actually, we could make an even better bow over here. Let's take all of these bows with us, shall we? And we can find a way to make all of these bows into a much better bow. I also want to take some gunpowder with me today, guys. Is it daytime? Yes, it is. Okay, let's get over to Maximus, get ourselves back to the molehole. But yeah, I want to make myself some TNT today, guys. We're going to be working with some explosions, man. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to need a little bit of sand for this, though. So let me come and mine out one of these beautiful beaches over here. Today, my friends, we are going to be excavating the side of a mountain. We're going to be blowing up the side of a mountain. I want to start working on setting up a proper resource mine for us, because I want to start working on the molehole castle. I want to start building some really cool stuff in this series. And I had a really cool idea all the way out here at this skeleton grinder. Maybe all the way here in this beautiful little section of plains, we could set up a little town or something that's built around this skeleton spawner. Maybe it's like an industrial bone production facility, a bone factory or something, right? And we can come out here and set up like a really, really sweet little town or something. And my shovel just broke, so that's awesome. But yeah, that could be pretty sweet. Also, we've got a ridiculous amount of iron that we got from our adventure into the caving systems, and today we are going to be making fun use of that iron. We're going to be setting up some railway lines and stuff. Oh, baby, it's going to be sweet. Oh, man. Anyway, Maximus, what's cracking? Let's have a look at your inventory over here, Maximus. What have you got in here? Wow, okay. This has been an excellent haul. Bunch of lapis, bunch of iron, a bunch of moss stone, and a bunch of really awesome stuff. What we're missing right now, though, is some string, and I'm hoping that I've got some string down here at the chest that we set up on our adventure. Have we killed some spiders recently? Hello, zombie. What's cracking, dude? Get out of my way. I don't have time for you. I'm busy building today something sweet. We're going to be blowing up stuff, and I don't got time for the undead right now, baby. I only got time for awesomeness. Let's just have a look. Oh, there's a creeper, and there is some string. We actually need to kill this creeper. Hello, creeper. Dude, don't blow up, please. I just want the creeper poop, okay? I just want your creeper poop, you little green freak. Don't blow up. No, you idiot. I wanted your freaking creeper poop. Oh, man. Anyway, we should have enough gunpowder to make at least 1 or 2 bits of TNT. So, guys, let's get ourselves back to the molehole. Let's get busy with some explosions, baby. Maximus, it sure does feel good to get home safe and sound after an epic Minecraft adventure, doesn't it? Your cute little donkey face. Oh, you know, look at him wagging his tail, man. I've just been unpacking my inventory over here, guys, and I've just come to collect everything out of Maximus's satchels over there. Wow, we have had a really epic adventure adventure, man. We have come back with a bunch of stuff. I've set up a couple of chests here to store all of the stuff that we've found. And look at this, man. We have just got so many amazing resources out of this. Just going to try keep things nice and neat. Now, before we get building today, guys, there are a couple of tasks that I want to do with you that are going to be super fun. I'm going to keep all of these bones in my inventory right now because we're actually going to make pretty good use of them. I think it's probably time, though, that we start smelting down some of this iron. We're going to need this a little bit later on today. So we got a bunch of coal over here, which is amazing. And we can actually just start smelting down all of this iron. Let's sort all of the iron into a couple of stacks over here so that we can distribute them amongst our furnace. Oh, and we got a carrot also from a zombie at some point. So that's sweet. We can start planting those in our farm upstairs. Oh, man, I love getting home after adventures, guys. You know, looking in your inventory, what you got, what you managed to find, what you can put to use in your base. It's just so awesome. You know, this is Minecraft survival. I absolutely love playing Minecraft in this way, and I'm super excited about this series because I'm playing Minecraft the way that I want to play it in this series, you know, and that makes me super happy, man. Anyway, let's cook down a whole bunch of this iron, and we're actually going to need a little bit of gold today too, so let's smelt down some of that gold too. Those furnaces cooking away like nobody's business. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's go upstairs to the farm very quickly though, guys, because last time I told you that we need these bones that I collected from them skeletons for a very important purpose. And well, this is the most awesome thing ever in early game Minecraft if you can find a consistent supply of bones like this, because we can use bones to very quickly grow wheat like this. Look at this, man. We fertilize the wheat with the bones of murdered skeletons. And we can get the wheat growing really, really quickly, which means we can ramp up the production of bread for us really, really fast, right? So look at this, man. Just in a few seconds, we have managed to make ourselves a ton of bread. And all we need to do, of course, is mine the bread or break the wheat and turn it into bread to increase our food supply. Then we can replant the bread and just get the bone meal going. You know, for as many stacks of bone meal as you have, you know, you can just keep making bread. And I'm so happy about this, man. I don't have to worry about food for a while now, which is fantastic. Let's get all of this beautiful wheat replanted up in here. And the sun is going down, though, which is a little bit worrying. Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? We have found a really, really beautiful place here, man. I'm super happy with our location. Okay, let me go and sleep the night away, guys. And then, well, we're going to do a little bit of fishing. After many weeks away, we have returned to the mole hole with iron, lapis, obsidian, diamonds, and a whole bunch of other awesome stuff, guys. And now we need to try and figure out a way to make use of all of this very fine jazz. You know what? I'm going to peel off my sweaty armor, man. I've been wearing this armor now for too long. Damn, I'm starting to stink like nobody's business. I think I should take a little bath over here in the pond. Let's just wash off our body after all of that exploring and skeleton killing, right? There we go. Feeling refreshed. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're up here at the farm up here, guys, and I've got a plan to kick things off today that I think is going to be kind of interesting. We've got a bunch of iron right now, which means we can make something called an anvil. And an anvil in Minecraft is really sweet. It allows us to do a lot of very cool things. And what I want to do first with an anvil is start to name some of our items, right? We've got a couple of items that we want to name. We obviously want to give Maximus a name so that he is named Maximus. We've got the seed of the Cyberdog that we want to name. And we also want to name our diamond pickaxe to Terra. So with the anvil, we'll be able to do that. But in order to name the stuff, we're going to need something called a name tag. And we can make a name tag by, well, doing a little bit of fishing. Back in the day when I first started playing Minecraft, the only way to get a name tag was to find it in dungeons. But these days in Minecraft, you can actually fish for them. So I've just made myself a fishing rod with some sticks and some string, and we're going to come over to this pond that I just washed my body in, which is kind of gross, come to think about it. These fish are going to be munching on my dead skin cells and stuff. It's absolutely disgusting, man. Anyway, we're going to chill over here, and we're going to be doing a little bit of fishing. If you guys have never fished in Minecraft, it's actually kind of fun and actually kind of addictive because not only can you catch fish, which you can use for food, but you can also catch random items out of the pond. We just caught ourselves a blowfish, a pufferfish, which we can't actually eat. So that's great. But yeah, the way that fishing works in Minecraft is that you can pull out random stuff. And some of the stuff that you can pull out is pretty OP. You can pull out enchanted books, you can pull out better fishing rods, you can pull out name tags, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And there is actually something very interesting that I want to talk about right now while we're doing some fishing. As you can see, it does take quite a long time. We just got our first edible fish over there. Very nice. There is actually a way to make a very OP fishing farm using redstone that you can AFK at. So it's a fishing farm that you can sit there and you put something on your keyboard, on the key of your keyboard, or on the right mouse button of your mouse, and you can just sit there and farm automatically, and you can just go to sleep and wake up the next morning and have thousands of items and a whole bunch of OP stuff. And I know that some of you guys in the comments right now are saying, Ren, make a fishing farm. But guys, we're going to add another rule into this series. We are not going to be making a fishing farm. We are going to be earning everything legitimately, so to speak, in this series. And I think it's really important that we do this. I think it's going to be a lot more satisfying earning everything in the series than just using a really overpowered farm to get it, right? I think that the stuff that we get in the series, you know, all the items and the weapons and everything that we make, it's going to feel so much more satisfying if we earn it, right? And anything earned is so much more appreciated than anything that's given to you for free, or anything that's given to you in a very easy way, right? We got to earn our jazz out here, man, and that's going to be the plan. So I'm going to try and fish out a couple of name tags over here. I don't know how far we're going to get with the name tag action. I mean, I just pulled out some leather, a couple of puffer fish over here, and some raw fish, so it's probably going to take me some time, but I want to see if I can get three name tags out of this bad boy, and then we can name some of our items. And you know what, guys, I'm gonna kick this sucker into fast forward mode, so go get yourself a snack and a beverage. We're gonna be here a while. Well, it's taken a little bit of time to fish this name tag out of the pond, guys, but I gotta say, man, it's been kind of relaxing out here. You know, it's a very beautiful area, and I've just been chilling, drinking some coffee, listening to some music, and doing some fishing. And I actually love fishing in real life. I do a lot of fishing with my dad. Yeah, I guess fishing in Minecraft is not exactly like fishing in real life, but it does remind me of some good times. So yeah, kind of sweet. I've set up a little chest over here also where I'm storing everything that we're pulling out of the pond. I'll do a little bit more fishing off camera because it takes a very long time, as you can see, but I'm definitely going to take these fish over here, the raw salmon and the raw fish, because we can actually cook these down. The leather's going to be pretty useful also, actually, a little bit later on when we need to make books and stuff. But for now, guys, let's make this name tag do something, right? There is a reason that I made this freaking name tag, or there's a reason why I wanted to fish it out of the pond, and that's because I want to use it to name some of our stuff. Is everything smelted down here? Yeah, look at this. All the gold and all the iron has been smelted now, which is awesome. Let's actually collect this because we're going to need this in a second. Let's collect a whole bunch of this iron over here. We're going to make ourselves an anvil right now, and this anvil is going to do a lot of work for us, man. It is going to be epic. Okay, so this is my little chamber of, well, stuff, I guess. Jankiest room ever, but that's okay. Let's have a look for the block of iron recipe. So this is 9 iron pieces, or yeah, 9 iron pieces together. We're going to make 3 of these. 3 of these like this, and then we're going to make ourselves an anvil, which looks a little something like a sew. Those of you guys who know what an anvil is, I know there's some people who have just started playing Minecraft. Okay, guys, jeez, have some patience, man. Okay, there we go. Anvil has been made. Now, this anvil is super sweet. Let's put it down. It makes a really cool clonking noise, which is epic, and we're going to start off by doing something with these bows that we found over here. Let's pick up all the bows that we got from that skeleton farm. these enchanted bows, we can actually combine these together in the anvil to make them a little bit better. So we've got a power 2 bow over here, which is pretty awesome. And we've got an unbreaking and power 1 bow. And we've also got an unbreaking and power 1 bow here. So if we put these two together for 8 XP, we're going to get an unbreaking 2 power 2 bow. If we switch these around, we might get a cheaper cost. No, okay, so power 2 unbreaking 3, pretty good. And let's add this one to our other power 2 bow, which is going to give us a power 3 unbreaking 3 bow, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, I guess we should probably name this bow, but it's kind of janky right now, I suppose. We'll name it at some other point. We'll make a better bow than this. But for now, let's hold on to that bow. Beautiful. Now, we can also name our pickaxe over here. Our diamond pickaxe. Our very first pickaxe in the series. We are going to call this pickaxe Terra. Beautiful. Get in the belly, Terra. Now, next thing that I want to do is I want to name the seed of the Cyberdog over here, right? The very first item that we picked up in this series. I've been keeping it in that chest, and I want to name this seed into Seed of the Cyberdog. It is the metaphorical seed of this series. It is the metaphorical seed of our community. From this seed and from this series shall grow an army of Cyberdogs from all over the world. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Seed of the Cyberdog. Nice. Last thing that we need to name, of course, is our beautiful donkey face. And we're going to name this name tag Maximus. And this is how we're going to name our donkey, right? Maximus on the name tag. And let's head out to our beautiful specimen of a donkey friend. Hello, Maximus. What's cracking, dude? You shall now be named forever forth from this day, Maximus. That's so awesome. Okay, nice. Absolutely awesome. Putting all of that amazing iron that we discovered to good use, right? Beautiful stuff. Now, I also want to make use of the moss stone that we discovered last time. I told you guys that I've got a rule in this series that I'm not allowed to make moss stone. So when I find moss stone, it makes me kind of happy. And I kind of want to maybe use a little bit of moss stone out here. I was thinking about maybe putting a couple blocks of moss stone around our fishing and our farming area. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. It almost looks like the green has grown from this block over the cobblestone here, right? As those pixels connect there, look at that. Oh man, I love it. That looks so freaking awesome. Let's add a couple of bits of moss stone at the fountain over here, because obviously there would be quite a lot of moss and sort of algae and stuff out here, right? We definitely want to add some in there for sure. And maybe we add another one like this. This moss stone is super rare for us though, right? So we can't go absolutely crazy on the moss stone action. We've got to be a little bit careful with the moss stone. I guess we could probably add, we want to put it near water, right? Because that's it kind of makes sense if it's near water. So maybe we have like, we'll get rid of this flower and put a bit of moss stone over there. We can replant the flower in front like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Let's see what that moss stone looks like coming out of that little fountain that we created. Oh, man. I love the moss stone there. That's beautiful. And if we have a look here, look at that. Oh, that's epic. I mean, it's a very small little change. I know, guys. I shouldn't be getting that excited. But just look at that. How it brings this area to life. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay, so we've made good use of all the iron that we dragged out of the earth. Let's start making use of some of the other stuff that we got on our adventure. I want to make use of the obsidian that we got, right? We got 1 diamond left from our adventure, and we got 5 obsidian, and we've also got some lapis. All of this is going to be pretty useful. Let's make for ourselves an enchanting table, okay? And this is how we make an enchanting table. Actually, we can't make an enchanting table yet because we actually need something called a book. And luckily, by chance, I'm such an idiot. ReNDoG, you've been playing this game for so long and you don't even know how to make the simplest of things. I'm sorry, guys, okay? It just goes to show that us YouTubers are also humans, okay? We don't know everything about this game, and sometimes we derp up a little bit too. We're going to need a little bit of paper, though, so I'm going to collect some of this sugarcane that we've got growing out here in the farm. And, oh, actually, also what we can do, oh my goodness, so many things to do. I found a carrot on our adventure too, right? Where is that carrot? There it is. Let's actually plant this carrot somewhere. Let's plant it over here, and we can slowly start producing a bunch of carrots. That's going to grow much like the wheat, and we can come and harvest that a little bit later. But let's get this leather that I managed to get out of the pond. Is this like... Is this my dead skin that I've just fished out of that pond? Oh, that is so disgusting. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I know that's really gross. Okay, we got ourselves some sugarcane. What we can do with this sugarcane is we can make some paper. Look at that. We made ourselves some paper. And what we need to do is make ourselves a book. And we can actually do that with this piece of leather that I got out of the pond. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so we got ourselves a book. And what a book is going to allow us to do is make an enchanting table. But what I've just realized is that I think we actually need more materials to make an enchanting table. I think we actually need 2 diamonds to make an enchanting table. So all of this was for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I am such an idiot. Oh, man. Anyway, I tell you what, guys, let's make it the goal for today's episode, or at least in the next couple of episodes, to find ourselves another diamond so that we can make another enchanting, or we can make our very first enchanting table. Okay, we've almost got everything that we need. We just need 1 more diamond. Oh, I'm such a fool. I literally just had to stop the recording to facepalm, guys. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I got that recipe wrong. Although I must say, man, you older cyberdogs out there, you'll agree, what's a ReNDoG video without a good facepalm, am I right? Let's make things better by blowing things up. Sound like a plan, guys? Let's do it. Take a look at this, man. We've got a whole bunch of gunpowder that we've been getting from creepers, and with some sand, we can make something called TNT. We've actually got just enough gunpowder for 1 TNT, which is, well, a little bit disappointing. I was hoping to blow up more stuff today. I thought I had a little bit more gunpowder than that, but that's okay. We also need a little bit of flint because we need to set this gunpowder on fire. And, well, it's going to be sweet, man. Today, we are going to be excavating a huge amount of area, or a huge amount of land, to try and set up a proper resource mine for ourselves. That's generally how things go in Minecraft, right? Like, you start off, you try and get food, you try and make a bed, you dig into the side of a mountain to try and survive, and then you try and start to gather as many resources as possible so that you can start creating the things that you want in your world, right? We've kind of got the first part done. We got food, we've got a safe place to live. There is a zombie in here somewhere, though. Can you guys hear him? He's shouting at me every now and then. I'm going to have to start digging around here. I think there might be a cave or something inside of this molehill mountain. But yeah, as far as we're concerned, it is now time to start generating some resources, or at least to start mining some resources so that we can start crafting. Hence the name of the game, Minecraft. Oh man. Anyway, I've been having a look around this area over here, guys, and I've found a really cool little spot that I would like to turn into our very first resource mine. Look at this. We've got kind of like a little pond thing going on, right? And I reckon from a lore perspective, we did a little bit of prospecting in this pond, right? Actually, we could take this to the next level. Let's get our nerd hats on, guys. Let's get the lore flowing up in this series. We came across this mountainside. We made our first little home inside of this mountainside, and then we started prospecting for gold, right? We fished out a bowl out of a pond. We won't get into the physics of that. It just happened by magic, okay? And we started to prospect. This is me prospecting, okay? I'm looking for resources in the pond, and lo and behold, we found ourselves some resources, or at least a hint of resources in this pond. There were some deposits of iron, there were some deposits of diamonds, there were some deposits of gold in this water, and we decided to empty out this pond and to start digging downwards on the search for resources. And that's the lore of this little mine that we are going to be creating over here, okay? I don't know if it makes any sense, especially the bowl part. I don't exactly know how you can fish a bowl out of a pond. Let's just say that there was another prospector out here before us, and he was having some soup, and he dropped his soup bowl into the pond, and we managed to fish it out, and with the soup bowl, we did some prospecting. That's my story, and I'm gonna stick to it, okay? Jeez. Should have brought some more blocks out with me over here, though. Where is all my dirt and stuff? Oh my goodness. And this is exactly why we need resources right now, guys. Look at this. We don't even have enough resources to make a platform. Oh man, we need to start mining as fast as possible. Okay, so I've got myself some smooth stone over here, a little bit of dirt, and all we need to do is get rid of all of this water over here, right? So let's just get all of the water sort of evaporated, I suppose would be the right way to put it. Are we even going to have enough blocks to do this? That is the question. Probably not. We definitely need to start mining here, guys. Okay, let's just get all this water gone. There we go. Beautiful. We might have enough. Are we going to have exactly enough? Nice. Oh, man, that bodes well. That's a good sign. Okay, so this is going to become our brand new resource mine. The way this is going to work, guys, is we are going to dig down all the way to the bottom of Minecraft, and we're going to set up a branch mining system down there. Very much like how a mine works in real life, right? You're going to dig down, and then you're going to start branch mining in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, and in that direction, trying to find those diamonds and that iron and that gold. But what we're also going to be doing, which is going to be pretty awesome, we are going to be setting up a railway line that is literally going to use a mining cart to send all of the resources from the bottom of Minecraft all the way up to here. And we're also going to have a minecart system that's going to be able to take us from here all the way down to the bottom, just to make the mine a little bit more efficient, right? That's my plan. That's what I came up with in the bath yesterday. I was having a bath trying to figure out what I was going to do next in the series, and I actually think this is a really cool idea. Now, usually in Minecraft, what people do when they set up a mine, they'll just literally dig straight down, right? They'll do something like this, just like we did at the skeleton farm, actually. They'll just dig down like this, right, until they get to the bottom of Minecraft. And that's cool and all. I don't say anything against that, but I want to do something a little bit different for our mine. I want our mine to be really, really, I don't know, unique, I suppose, but also kind of realistic looking. I want our mine in the beginning to sort of go left and right, to sort of meander, I suppose, as it goes down, in much the same way as, say, a real-life mine would, right? You would find a cave or something, and then you'd follow that cave down to the area where the resources are. So I'm going to try and make, like, the very beginning of this thing look a little bit awesome. We're not just going to go straight down. We're going to try and make it look really cool. And this is where the TNT is going to come in. We're going to use this TNT to blow open a hole in here, which is going to become, well, the entrance into our mine, right? So let's see what we can do. Let's stick the TNT, like, over here. Okay, there it is, looking very scary. And we're going to set that off now, and hopefully that's going to blow open a nice hole over here, and then we can use that hole to determine how we want our cave system to flow, right? We're going to make like an artificial cave system over here. Okay, well, let's set this TNT off. We got the flint and steel, and let's get it going. Jeez, get out of there. Oh my goodness. Bam! Nice. Okay, let's see. Did this TNT do a nice little bit of excavation? Not really. Not quite as impressive as I would have liked. This is the most disappointing explosion I've ever seen. Is this it? Really? Oh my goodness. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's a good start. It's a good start. So check it out, guys. We're probably just going to have to do this manual styles. I don't really want to use Terra for this because if we run out of durability on our diamond pickaxe, we're going to have to find more diamonds to repair Terra, and I'd like to have Terra around for a while. So I guess with all of the iron that I have, I'm just going to use some iron tools for this. And like I was saying a little bit earlier, I want this sort of thing to meander a little bit, right? So check it out. We're going to come in here, and maybe what we'll do is we'll take like a left turn or a right turn over here, and that's going to go down a little bit like this. And what we can do is we can work on making this look a little bit more like a cave, right? We can just get rid of some of these flat areas and stuff and start getting a little bit of block variation in here. Maybe we can have a little bit of water somewhere. Some of that moss stone will look pretty cool. And we can make ourselves like our own little artificial cave in here, right? And this is going to be our mine. So basically, we're going to come down here, and then we're going to follow this all the way around. And maybe this goes down and then sort of turns to the left a little bit. And then we'll find like a spot, a little bit sort of halfway down, I suppose, where we can set up like a platform where we'll be collecting all of the stuff from our speed mine. So I'll tell you what, guys, give me a half an hour or so to sort of dig up a little bit of ground over here. And then we can start working on maybe setting up a bit of a speed mine. I've got a question for those of you guys out there who play Minecraft. What do you do when you play this beautiful game? I know it sounds like a little bit of a weird question, but I'm kind of curious to see what all of you Minecraft players do. I want to know your Minecraft routines. Personally, what I do is I throw on some music and I play Minecraft and I do a bunch of thinking. And today, that whole fishing farm thing that I was talking about earlier, that's got me thinking about something that I want to talk about with you guys today. By the way, I've been working pretty hard on this mine entrance, using some logs to make some support beams, using some slabs to make kind of like a staircase down here. Looking pretty cool, right? I've dug all the way down. It goes all the way down here into an open section over here. And this is where we're going to be setting up that mine that I was talking about with the rail carts and stuff. But yeah, still quite a lot of work to do. I need to collect myself a bunch of logs before I get going, because we're going to need quite a lot of wood to complete this little project. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot today about what I was talking about a little bit earlier with that fishing farm. I've been thinking a lot about how personally I feel so good about earning things, not only in Minecraft, but also in life. So for example, with that fishing farm, guys, I could potentially set up a fishing farm. It would take me about 15 minutes to do. I've got some redstone now that we got from the mine, and we could set up a redstone fishing farm that I could AFK at for a couple of nights this week. I could literally just sit there, go to sleep, and leave the game running, and we could collect all of the most amazing things that you can imagine in Minecraft, everything that we would need to play Minecraft at a super high level we could get in just a few days. And we could do it that way, but I've decided to not do it that way because personally, I'm not going to take a lot of satisfaction out of that, right? I want to earn every single block that we place here. All of the beautiful things that we're going to make out here. The Molehole Castle, all of the things that we're going to build. I want to earn it. All of the items that we're going to have. A really amazing pickaxe, a really amazing set of armor, a really amazing sword, a bow, all of that jazz. I want to really earn it because when I look at those things, I want to feel great pleasure, right? I want to know that I put in the work to get that stuff. And it kind of made me think about a little bit of a story that I wanted to tell you guys. It made me think about a memory from when I was in school, when I was about 16 or 17 in my last year at school. And it's a memory that involves a game called Magic the Gathering. For those of you guys who don't know what Magic is, it's a super nerdy card game that I have been playing, well, for longer than I can remember. In fact, I started playing Magic at school. It's where I learned to play the game. We actually set up a little Magic club. There was about 10 of us or so, and we used to play Magic together in the library. There was a massive round table in the middle of the library, and sometimes on the afternoon or on the weekends, we would go there and we would sit and play a 10-man multiplayer game of Magic the Gathering, and it used to take 5 or 6 hours or so. And one of my friends that used to play with us, man, he was hilarious. He actually used to go to sleep while we were playing Magic. It would take about 10 to 15 minutes for everybody to take their turn, and he used to sit in his chair and just have a nap. And when it was his turn to play, we'd have to wake him up, and he'd wake up and he'd play his cards on the table, and then he'd go back to sleep again. Oh man, good times, man. Anyway, one of the people that I used to play Magic with at school was one of my really, really good friends at school, and we used to play Magic a lot together. I actually used to climb through his window in his room to play Magic late at night. Sometimes I'd sneak out of my house or my residence and walk across the school to go and play Magic with him. It was my last year at school, so we had in your last year at the school, you were allowed to sort of walk around the school at night. You had a little bit more rights than when you were first at the school, you know. Anyway, I used to sort of go to his room and climb through his window, and we'd play Magic in his room every now and then, maybe after lunch or on the weekends or whatever. And he used to he used to beat me really badly. He had really good cards, way better cards than I had. And he used to beat me very consistently. In fact, I think I didn't beat him for about 6 months or so. For about half the year, I never managed to beat him. Even though we played maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I never actually managed to beat him. And that's because he had a card called Wrath of God, which was a very, very powerful card in our circle of Magic. You know, in South Africa back in those days, to get Magic cards was kind of tricky, man. There were only a couple of stores that used to sell Magic cards, and you would buy a booster pack of Magic cards, and you would get yourself 15 random cards. And you know, the internet wasn't a big thing back then. You couldn't buy cards from eBay. You couldn't really do any of that sort of thing. So the only way you used to get Magic cards was by buying them in booster packs or trading them with other Magic players, right? You would swap cards with each other, and my Magic collection was mostly made up from cards that I had got from booster packs that I'd bought or from trading with other Magic players at my school, right? And the only way that I used to get booster packs of Magic was by, well, spending my money on buying the booster packs. And I used to earn money in my holidays when I used to go home from school. I used to work in a coffee shop. My mum got me a job in the coffee shop because her friend was the manager there. And I used to go home for holidays, and I used to work in that coffee shop as a waiter. And I then spend all of my money on booster packs of Magic, so that when I went back to school, I would have new cards to play with and new cards to swap with. And obviously, you know, I also used to trade cards with all of my friends that I used to play Magic with, right? We used to get together in the library and we'd swap cards and make decks and play against each other and so on. So yeah, all of the cards that I had earned for myself through either very hard work at the coffee shop or through trading and swapping cards with my friends who also had Magic cards. Now, one afternoon, I was playing Magic with my best friend in his room. I'd gone over to his house or his residence, and I'd climbed through his window, and we were jamming some Magic as always. And he was just absolutely wrecking me, man. He was beating me over and over again with this card called called Wrath of God, excuse me. Because basically what this card did was it blew up all of my creatures. I would make a bunch of creatures to try and kill him, and then he would just kill them all with this card called Wrath of God. And oh man, there was nothing that I could do about it. And on that particular day, I got a little bit salty. I got to be honest with you, man. I got a little bit angry that I just kept losing over and over again. And I guess I wasn't really having as much fun as he was. And he was one of my really, really good friends. And I think he saw that I was getting a little bit salty. And he was really, really nice to me that day. He actually took the Wrath of God out of his deck and he gave it to me. He gave me that card, which, you know, when I think about it now, was such a nice thing to do. It was a really difficult card for us to get. It was a very rare card. It was, you know, kind of expensive. And in fact, it wasn't really possible to buy it anywhere. You know, you had to find it in a booster pack or trade for it or whatever. So it was a very nice thing for him to do. However, very strangely, I actually didn't really like that card as much as I liked my other cards. What I used to do at night sometimes in my room, at that stage I had my own room because it was my last year at school. I used to lie in my bed with all of my Magic cards and I used to just look through them one by one. I'd look at the artwork. I'd read the flavor text. You know, I would just get absorbed into this world of Magic, this fantasy world of Magic. And every single card that I had a history. I had either traded for it or I'd got it in a booster pack. And every time I looked at a card, I got the feeling, that really awesome feeling. You know, I'd be like, oh yeah, I traded this card with Billy and I gave him XYZ so that I could get this card. Oh, that's so awesome. And I remember lying in my bed one day looking through my collection and I saw the Wrath of God, and I remember just not getting the same feeling that I got when looking at my other cards. And you know, thinking about it now, I realize that that's because I didn't earn that Wrath of God, right? That Wrath of God was given to me by my friend. Even though it was an amazing thing for him to do, it was still a sort of gift. It wasn't earned by me. And I don't know, I guess maybe that feeling is how I feel in life too. If I get given something, I appreciate it and I'm very happy that I have it, but at the same time, I don't feel as much pleasure as if I'd earned that thing that I've got myself, right? What I did about this situation back then, and clearly this has been a mindset that I've had ever since I was 16, what I actually did was the next time I went back home for holiday, I worked my butt off in that coffee shop, man. I did a couple of extra shifts. I tried to get as much money as I could from working there. And I went to the Magic shop and I bought a bunch of booster packs. I opened all of the booster packs to try and get as many sort of rare cards as I could. And then I went back to the Magic shop and I traded for a Wrath of God. At this Magic shop, there were a lot of people who used to go there on the weekends to play Magic. And I used to go there too. My mum used to drive me there and I'd spend the entire afternoon there playing Magic and sort of swapping cards and what have you. And on one particular day, I went there on one weekend and I traded all of these cards that I got from these booster packs that I'd bought for a Wrath of God. Someone at the store had a Wrath of God, so I traded for it from him. The next time I went to school, a couple of weeks later, I was having lunch with my best mate, who gave me the Wrath of God, and he was chilling. He was going to have some custard for pudding, and I decided that I was like, no, I'm going to skip pudding, man. I don't want to have dessert. I'm just going to go back to my room and start doing some homework and stuff. And I sort of snuck out of the mess hall and went to his room, and I put his Wrath of God that he had given me and a booster pack that I'd saved from when I bought all those booster packs on his windowsill, right? So that when he got back from lunch, he would find on his windowsill a booster pack of magic cards and a Wrath of God. And let me tell you something, guys. Booster packs back in those days, oh my goodness. If you got a booster pack, it was so awesome. You know, these days, Magic players just buy magic cards from eBay and from the internet. In those days, man, when you got a booster pack, it was serious business because you didn't know what was in there. You know, there was going to be the potential of some really, really good cards inside of the booster pack. And I really wanted to thank him for giving me that Wrath of God, but at the same time, I wanted to give that Wrath of God back because now I had my own Wrath of God that I had earned. And when I was lying on my bed looking through my magic cards, and I got to that Wrath of God, which, by the way, guys, I still have to this day. I still have that Wrath of God, and whenever I look at it in my collection, it sort of reminds me of this story. But anyway, you know, I wanted to give his Wrath of God back because I had my own that I had earned, and that's pretty much how. Ooh, there's some lava down there. My goodness, that was close. That is pretty much how I feel about life in general. Everything that I have right now, guys, my computer, my guitars, my real life hermit house, this YouTube channel, the Cyberdog community that has grown around everything that I have done over the last 5 years, everything that I have earned and I have worked for, and I have been, you know, in the coffee shop, so to speak, doing the time, putting in the hours, making everything that I have right now come from my own hard work. And I honestly feel that if, for example, the life that I have now was just given to me, right? If I woke up one morning and someone gave me a YouTube channel with 180,000 subscribers and gave me a 450 episode Minecraft survival series and gave me all of the stuff that I have, I would be really happy and I'd be content and I'd feel, you know, this is awesome. Life is so good. But I honestly feel that I wouldn't be as satisfied as I am now if everything that I've got right now was given to me. And I think we can learn something quite important about that. I think that, you know, life is about earning what you have. It's about putting in the time. It's about being content with what you have in life because you have earned it, because you have put in the work. You have done everything that you need to do to reach your goal, to reach what you want, and to reach the goals, like I said, that you have set for yourself. And, you know, I would be very happy, for example, to win the lottery tomorrow if I won $100 million. Oh, baby, I'd be so happy. I'd be able to do anything that I ever wanted. But I honestly believe that at the same time, I don't think that I would feel this feeling of contentness that I have right now with life. I don't think that I would feel as content as I do now if suddenly everything was given for me or given to me. And I know I'm probably the minority when it comes to this sort of thinking, and obviously life would get a lot easier if everything was given to you, but I don't know, that's just how I personally feel. I feel like I think life is just so much more interesting if you have to sort of put the work in to get what you have. It's almost like a game, right? Life is kind of like a giant game of Minecraft if you think about it. You start with nothing. You start with absolutely nothing, and you've got to really put in a lot of work to be able to build an absolutely beautiful world around you. And I think that life is very much like that too. We start with nothing, we come into this world with nothing, and everything that we end up having in life, we work for, and we work extremely hard for. And we should, and you know, I hope that most of us do, feel incredibly happy about what we earn, especially when we put hard work into it. Anyway, look at this, guys. We have just busted into something extremely exciting. This is an abandoned mineshaft over here, and that is amazing. We're going to have to explore this in the next episode, I think, because that is potentially an absolutely amazing source of stuff. Speaking about earning stuff, man, we're going to be able to earn a lot of stuff if we can actually get through this. This is epic. Oh, man. I, however, don't want to come down here just yet because there's one more thing that I want to set up in today's episode. I think we're slowly but surely running out of time. But I want to set up a little bit of a railway network over here. I want to show you guys what I'm thinking with regards to the railway network. Done quite a lot of work here on this particular cave system, this artificial cave system. I think it looks really cool. I love it. We're going to have sort of a whole bunch of different things here, right? So this staircase is going to go all the way down to bedrock so we can get resources. Then we'll have another one going in this direction, another one going in this direction, and I want to have a system up here that will be collecting all of the resources that we get. And yeah, you know what, guys? Let me get everything together in my inventory right now, and we're going to do a little bit of work with some rails for the last part of today's episode. But yeah, very curious to hear what you guys think perhaps about what I've been talking about. Earning stuff in life. What do you think about it, man? And yeah, also, what do you guys do when you play Minecraft? I'm curious. I've been looking forward to this moment all day long, Cyberdogs, because now we get to work with one of my favorite things in Minecraft, railway lines. I absolutely love them. They are so much fun. Take a look at this. I got everything that we need here, hopefully. All of this iron that we got on our adventure is probably going to get used up now, but that's okay. And all of this gold is probably going to get used up too. And of course, we picked up some redstone, which is very important for what we're trying to achieve. Basically, we are going to be creating a railway system that is going to be delivering all of the materials that we get out of this beautiful mine over here. So let's get going with making some railway lines. I'm going to need some sticks for this though, so let's get those in the inventory. And take a look at this. This is the recipe for a railway line, which doesn't seem to be in this thing, which is very, very strange. Or maybe it's somewhere else. You can make a minecart, which is weird, but you can't make railway lines here. That's so strange. Why is that not in the search system? Anyway, well, I guess you learn something new in Minecraft every day, right? This is how we're going to make railway lines. Iron on the sides and a stick in the middle. That makes rails. Pretty cool, right? Really, really simple. So let's make ourselves like 64 of these. Maybe we'll make like 2 stacks of railway lines like that. Beautiful. Now, we're also going to be making something called a powered rail. And to do that, we're going to use some of our very freaking hard to find gold over here, and it's exactly the same thing. We've got a stick in the middle, but we're going to put some redstone at the bottom of it, and let's make for ourselves 12 of those bad boys. Nice. We're also going to need some redstone torches over here. So I suppose let's make 12 redstone torches, 1 for each of the powered rails. And I'll show you guys exactly why we need all of this jazz in a second. Okay, sweet. So that's everything that we need for the railway lines. Oh, I know what we need. We also need some minecarts, don't we? So let's make ourselves a couple of minecarts over here. We'll make 2 minecarts, one that's going to be carrying me and one that's going to be carrying the items from our mine. And we're going to turn one of them into a minecart with a hopper on it. So this is a minecart with a chest. This is basically like a transport minecart, right? So that's pretty sweet. Okay, let's clear out the inventory just a little bit. Get rid of all of this junk. Get out of my inventory. Oh man, this is going to be so awesome. Okay, so railway lines are done. I think what I'm also going to need is probably a bunch of stairs. So I'm thinking that we make a bunch of stairs out of this beautiful oak wood plankage too. Let's make ourselves like a bunch of stairs. Yeah, a stack or so of stairs should be fine. And we've got some slabs too, which will help too. Okay, sweet. Now, I'm thinking about running this railway line all the way up here to the exit of the mine, because that's going to make it a little bit easier for us to get the resources back and forth between the mine. But I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly how a mine would be set up. I'll think about it off camera. We might bring it all the way up here. But for now, I want to start this whole system in this big cave that I've dug out over here, right? This is kind of where I want the heart of the mining operation to be. And we're going to work with this staircase over here that goes all the way into that abandoned mine shaft. Firstly, let's start with some stairs in the middle. Stairs are pretty cool. They allow us to walk up and down blocks in Minecraft without having to jump, right? Else you have to jump like this, you see? With a stair over there, we'll just be able to run straight up it, which is going to make life a little bit easier if we want to run up and down this mine shaft manually. Also, can I just do this properly? I mean, I have always had problems with stairs in Minecraft. Those of you guys who've been watching me for a long time, you'll know, man, stairs and me, we do not get along very well. They never do what I want them to. It's very annoying. Let's see if we can find like a nice fast way to do this. Maybe a jump in the place. Yeah, a jump in the place. Nice. there we go. Efficiency 101. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got a staircase that comes all the way down, and here you can see us walking up here, right? This is why stairs are really sweet. Now, this is going to be if we want to get up manually over here. Now, railway lines. Let's lay down some of these bad boys. Okay, we're going to have one railway line running on this side of the staircase, one railway running on this side of the staircase, right? And we probably want to set up these rails at the top to be powered rails like this, okay? Now, we're going to get a redstone torch in the middle there. That's going to power these rails, and these things are going to be what is basically automatically making our minecarts being able to travel, right? You guys will see in a moment if you guys have never seen this before. Let's get our railway line all the way down. I think we're probably going to do it in sections of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll put a powered rail over here with a redstone torch next to it. Oh, it's going to have to be 1 down over there. And then we'll go another 5 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a powered rail. Now, this might not work out the way that I wanted to. We might need to add some more powered rails in here, but we shall shortly see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And powered rail over here, and we're not going to be able to put anything on a spider web. So let's get rid of that spider web. And do I have any blocks in my inventory? Yes, I do. Okay, sweet. Now we've got to put another redstone torch next to this powered rail like so, and then this is going to come all the way down to the flat area over here, right? And we'll probably put one more powered rail over here, so we can get it powered up. So let's get this side done too, and then we can put the system to the test. Man, that's looking really cool already. I love how industrial it looks, right? That is so sweet. Okay, so our 2 powered rail lines are now in place, and now we can start doing some testing. Are these powered rails going to be strong enough to push these minecarts up and down? Let's start with the ReNDoG minecart, right? So we're going to be sitting in this minecart, and we're going to be able to go all the way down really quickly to get to the bottom of Minecraft so that we can start doing some mining. So that's great. That works really good. Now the question is, can we get back up? That's going to be the true test. So let's get into the minecart, and this powered rail is actually going to be what shoots the minecart, right? So onto the powered rail, and then it's going to go up and, oh, jeez, okay, not enough power, unfortunately. Sky, we just don't have the power. All right, it looks like I'm going to have to add another powered rail line in between these segments over here, right? Let's just test the minecart with a chest, though. Is the minecart with a chest going to be able to get up there? I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Let's put our minecart with a chest over here, and let's just put some stuff in it, and let's give it a push. Is it going to be able to go up? No, just not enough power. Okay, let me make a couple more powered rails and get this railway line boosted up a little bit. Although, we're probably going to need some more gold if we're going to go all the way down to the bottom of Minecraft, right? Now we be cooking with, well, minecart fumes, Cyberdogs. I have just pimped up our railway line over here. We now have a powered rail every 2 normal rails, and hopefully that's going to be enough boostage to get our minecarts all the way up to the surface so that we can bring those resources back up and down, right? Now, there's something else that I want to install here, something really simple. I want to find a way to send those minecarts on their way without having to push them onto the tracks like we've been doing over here, right? And we can do this very, very simply. All we need is a powered rail in front of a block, and then we're going to stick something called a button on top of it, which is made out of a bit of stone. Very simple. Just stick a button on top there, and watch this, man. When we hit the button, the powered rail gets triggered, and if there's a minecart on here, that minecart's going to get boosted. So that's a really sweet and easy way to basically get our minecarts moving. I think I've done exactly the same on the bottom here. Oh, I haven't added the buttons though, so let's add the buttons in. Nice. Okay, so let's put this bad boy to the test. Let's start with the minecart with the chest in it, and let's dump a whole bunch of stuff in it too, right? I don't know if the minecart actually gets heavier or not, but let's just assume that this is going to make it nice and heavy. And let's hit that button. There goes the minecart on its way. Get to the top, baby. You can do it. Come on. Oh man, that looked like a little bit of a struggle, didn't it? We're going to need a bunch more gold though if we want to upgrade this system more. But as long as these minecarts get to the surface, I think we're okay. One final test over here, guys. Let's see if we can actually get our own butts to the surface in this minecart. So here we go. Boom. Come on, minecart. You can do it. Oh, jeez. It feels very, very slow and laggy. They definitely struggle to get up here, but that is awesome, guys. That is awesome. So this is how the system's going to work, right? We'll be able to get in here to get down to the bottom of our mine, collect a whole bunch of resources, fill up this cart with what we have collected, and then hit the button and send the cart all the way back up to the surface, and then we can use these materials to build a mole hole and whatnot. So that is epic. That is so awesome. Oh man, what a day of Minecraft it's been, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the episode here. I've just looked at my clock and I've gone way over time for today, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. I'm super excited about exploring that abandoned mine shaft in the next episode, and I guess off camera I shall be digging this shaft all the way down to the bottom of Minecraft so that we can start collecting some materials. I'll do a little bit of work on this little cave system here too. I've got some really cool plans for it. I mean, it looks pretty good at the moment, but we can make it look a lot better together, can't we? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm very much looking forward to reading your comments in today's episode, and as always, thank you for all of the support. I appreciate it, man. If you enjoyed the episode, remember to hit the like button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, well, hit the subscribe button, because we're about to yank out a ridiculous amount of resources from the bottom of Minecraft. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. ReNDoG signing out, and we will smell you all in the next episode.